I checked out some news Bob sent me as I returned to the top deck of my habitat. There'd been a rash of UFO sightings in the Midwest the night before, and he knew I was a paranormal fanboy. On this day, though, more important things were on the agenda. I strode back and forth like a caged animal, my mind racing, and then made my decision. I looked out toward the breaking waves. There was really no option.
Ready for business?
Hot Stuff was waiting for me on a stool at the deck bar, drinking a latte and going over the morning's news, impatiently tapping her high heels against the polished blue marble floor. Behind her, my carefully curated collection of some of the world's rarest whiskeys and cognacs sparkled invitingly in the mid-morning sunshine. It was about the time I'd usually be waking up, but I'd already been up since dawn. "Do we have to?" I asked uselessly. A little taste of that arbor lure would be nice.
Some kind of action is required, Hot Stuff observed. Even inaction is an action. Perhaps the only kind of action you seem to enjoy lately.
She raised her eyebrows in disdain while she scanned the European financial reports. "Some in the council," I sighed, scratching my stubble. Portals to my homeworld opened up off the deck, and I walked into our main conference room, shifting my attire into a navy sport coat with a stiff-collared white shirt. Hot Stuff strode in behind me, her tidy chignon and crisp suit radiating efficiency and purpose. One by one, my counselors materialized around the long cherrywood conference table that glistened under the bioluminescent ceiling. About half of them appeared dull-eyed, having just woken to instantly patch in from whatever time zone they were in for this surprise meeting. The other half weren't human, but our trusted synthetics, and they appeared bright and cheerful, their smiles following me around the room toward the head of the table. Then again, perhaps I had 'em mixed up. Maybe the dull-eyed ones were my synthetics. I had a hard time telling the difference anymore. These weren't just your run-of-the-mill women in Sims, but, like Hot Stuff, more like a 12-year-old boy's fantasy. They posed casually around the room, as if a fashion shoot could be announced at any instant, with the long conference table springing into action as a catwalk. My calling a sudden meeting like this was unusual, to say the least, and they watched me cautiously. Information packets were dispersed, appearing on the table in front of them as I sat down. "No need for pleasantries. This wasn't a social call. Look at your instructions. We're going to be liquidating everything." A pause while they assimilated the data downloads. "Questions?"
No questions regarding the details, sir,
chimed one of them, Alessandria.
But it may help to understand your motivation. Some of the assets you are seeking to liquidate are, well, they're not what you want people to know you're in a hurry to sell.
My motivation? Now that was a good question. There were only two things I really knew. First, that I had no idea what I was trying to escape from, just that whatever it was trying to kill me. And second, just sharing the idea that something was trying to hunt me down made my situation even more dangerous. To minimize risk, I had to pretend nothing was happening. "No reason," I replied as casually as I could. "Just the whim of a bored trillionaire. I don't want to raise suspicion, so keep this on the down low, right?" Perhaps that was the wrong choice of words.
On the down low.
Roxanne, my resource manager from the Asia-Pacific region, raised her eyebrows.
You want me to just dump all the yachts, the islands, the racetracks?
Yes. At this I felt a twinge of remorse. The baubles of Indigo Entertainment, my latest and ill-fated attempt at a new foray into the business world, still held some sparkle in my eye. While I could lay claim to being super wealthy, I had to admit I couldn't say the same about being super intelligent. My success in the business world was more about luck, and luck was hard to replicate. My original luck, the good fortune that had made me my fortune, had been helped along by my friend and longtime mentor, Patricia Killiam, and a team of incredibly smart people. It had also been born from a single-minded obsession with the future, or perhaps just one future in particular.
Don't go out.